Hello guys, hopefully everyone is fine. In this video we are going to discuss the concept which is actually separating C++ from C. Is the concept of exception handling. So when I talk about the word exception, so what are exceptions? Exceptions are actually runtime errors that your users can get while they are printing something wrong, that our programmers can get if something is going out of scope. So exceptions, they are basically caused when any user input goes wrong. How user input that goes wrong, like if I want to divide x divided by y, and user enters x as 100 and y as 0. So can we divide 100 divided by 0? Obviously it will not give us any output. It may run, but it can give us runtime errors, and runtime errors are known as exceptions. They are also known as runtime errors, right? So second important thing regarding the exception part is that because if there is any kind of a condition with stack overflow, anything arrays goes out of bound, these errors are caused, that they are causing runtime errors which are known as exceptions, and hence we have to solve those kind of things. It is not solved in C language, but in C++, exception handling is solved by using three major keywords. Three major keywords are: first is try, second is throw, and third is catch. So over here guys, what happens is that you have to learn the flow of the exceptions. The flow of exceptions goes in this way: there is a try block, there is a throw statement, and there is a catch block also. So in this, what we can do is whenever any kind of exception that we know that this error can occur. Let's say if I want to divide a number with 0, so this 0 is an exception, it has to be handled. So rather than user printing some wrong output, wrong input, actually users need to understand this particular concept, that division of 0 is not allowed. So for that to happen, what we will do is, how does it entirely work? That flow of exceptions, it's that in try block, there is a block, you have to throw an exception, means anything that is going to give us runtime error. So the exception is thrown using throw statement, and whatever exceptions which is thrown, let's say if throw x is an exception, and let's say x value is 0 for that matter. So throw is we are going to throw that exception from try block, from try block. So we are going to throw this exception, and catch block is going to identify whether this x is an integer which is defined, and it is going to match with if there is any kind of integer that you have defined in catch block. So it will catch that, and it will match the data type of x with whatever argument you have passed in catch block. If the arguments match, catch block is executed. You can write cout exception caught. So what is the flow? The flow of the program goes with this. The try block, you have to throw a particular exception that can give us runtime error, and that catch block is going to identify whether this exception matches with the data type or not. If the data types are matched, catch block is executed. That's how it entirely works. So I will take a particular example. Let's take a particular example with these constructs. Firstly, I'll just write main, and let's say I am defining int x value, and I'm just giving it as 0. Let's say, because I don't want division of 0 to be possible. And if for me this is an exception, so I'll use try block over here, and I'll throw this exception. So I'll just throw x, right? So guys, when we are executing try and catch block statements, so you just have to see that int x we have written as 0, throw x value is given, there is a catch block which is written inside the main program. So in that, what you have to do is whenever exception is thrown, x is thrown and x is integer, this x matches with, let's say the data type in catch block is int, this x matches with the data type which is written in catch block. If the data type is same, x and the data type inside the argument which is mentioned in catch block, then the catch block gets executed. And if any kind of wrong data type is given, the argument of catch block does not match with the data type which is thrown in try statement, then runtime error will occur. But if data type matches, then catch block gets executed, and hence your program would work also. So that's how this entire try, catch and throw statements work. Catch is a separate block. Try, we have to try is a block where your exception is thrown, and exception should match with the data type inside catch block. If you like this video, kindly like, share, subscribe. If there is any doubt, kindly post it in comment section. We'll try to answer that. Thank you very much for your support.